Hello, welcome, or welcome back to Heretic Tarot. My name is Liz, and we're going to do the reading for the 5-2 Human Design Profile, the Heretic Hermit. If you don't know your Human Design Profile, there's a link in the description for you to get your Human Design Body Graph, and your profile will be listed on there. This is a 3-card spread. I don't take the jumpers for the spread. FYI. But the first card is your current energy. The second card is the energy that's leaving. The third card is the energy that is coming in. And then we will clarify each one of those cards with an additional card. And of course, and as always, I would absolutely love it if you subscribe to my channel so you can get notified when these readings drop. And yeah, let me shuffle a few times with some intention, and then we'll get your spread out. All right. Okay, for the 5-2s. There we go. All right. Current energy is the 6 of Swords. What's leaving, the Magician. And what's coming in, the 3 of Wands. Interesting. Huh. To clarify, I totally got sucked into this whole eclipse thing happening in the 6 of Swords. To clarify the 6 of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the 6 of Wands with the Magician, and we have the 4 of Pentacles with the 3 of Wands. The Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I haven't really been reading the bottom of the deck, but we'll see if it comes back up. Okay. We have 2 6s. Out here, support from others. I keep hearing Cardi B in my head. And the only thing that I'm hearing her say is money moves. With the 6 of Swords and the King of Pentacles. I don't even know what song that is. Is that Bodak Yellow or whatever? I don't even know what song that is. But literally the only line that's going through my head is money moves. It's interesting because, the North Node just went into Pisces. And, so for the next year and a half, we're going to have eclipses in Pisces and Virgo, I believe. So, it's interesting, there could be some big things coming up for you in terms of your stability, in terms of your money, your position, your status, authority even. And it's really, focusing your attention on it. I was going to say your energy on it, but attention came out. So we'll go with that. But, the 6 of Swords is it is a change of mindset. It is, coming out of a period of instability. And I mean, the King of Pentacles is the most stable king in the tarot. So, if there's been a concern of money or business or again, status, even your health too, because Pentacles, it's literally everything in the 3D, everything that we place worth and value on, all the possessions, the materials we have, how we come across them, how we invest our money. It is our physical body as well. So, it's interesting because for you guys and the 5-1s, these first 2 cards that are supposed to be current, and I do believe that it is still at least current in the sense that the energy is in motion, but it does have this feeling, because I keep talking in future tense. Is that, not past tense, not present tense, but I keep using language that is more so future, coming up, right? So it's just interesting how that is coming through. So, I mean, definitely there is, a shift away from instability. And even if, like all of your attention, instead of focusing on how things, how the quote unquote instability happened, right? Like instead of focusing so much on that, it's allowing yourself to just, eye on the prize, right? Like looking forward. What do you want to do? Basically, like I keep hearing like skills in my head. So marketing your skills, like I mean, truly, even going for things that you don't necessarily feel qualified for, you absolutely are. And also, what is so interesting is that on this magician card, right, like there's each suit on, the magician, right? But swords has fire and wands have air. So there's a flip of those elements. And on this Six of Swords, I mean, this bird is like basically landing on lava, which is kind of like the hottest shit on this planet, right? Like, is lava. I mean, I'm sure maybe there's something hotter. I can't think of anything, but truly, right? So it is really interesting. And even like maybe you have been playing around with those elements because being more logical or cerebral in the actions that you've taken would be, the air element with wands, and being more assertive and what's the word, like, in the way that you are communicating your ideas, right? Like having more confidence behind your ideas, like because I'm trying to think, like the fire element, and even just seeing how those things work, right? Like, what if you were more logical in your approach to things, right? Or even too, like, because with air and swords, right, there's a divine like truth aspect that comes with swords, because it really is based on like what can be proven, like what is ultimately the divine truth of things, right? And then with wands and the fire element of, because fires can spread really pretty quick if they have enough energy to do it, not to mention how air and fire really do play off of each other, because you can't really have fire without oxygen. So it is interesting because, this is the position of what is leaving. So being experimental with that, whether you were conscious of it or not either, because, it's with the Six of Wands. So there has been some level of success, or, there is some level of recognition there. Like, I mean, truly, maybe you have figured out either a different way to do things that is more in alignment with you, and even, your strategy and authority, since we're talking human design. And now it's like almost time to really like go for things. And it's interesting too that with the Elder of Pentacles, I like heard the word skills in my head, because the magician, the magician says that you have exactly what you need to get started with whatever the thing is that you want to do. Because a lot of the times we get stuck in, I don't have enough this, I don't have enough that, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough, mental capacity or physical energy to do the thing, or time, whatever. Right? And anytime the magician shows up, it's always like, no, you have exactly the amount of time, the amount of energy, the amount of resources, whatever. And I always think of Harry Potter with the Sword of Gryffindor with a magician card too, because truly Whatever you need will show up for you at the exact time that it's needed for the exact purpose that it's needed for. But the catch is we have to start, right? I mean, we have to like put ourselves out there. We have to like get going. The Magician is also Mercury. I think Mercury is in Aquarius right now. And it might be like right on top of Pluto too. Get creative, right? I mean, try something new is like coming through to my mind. But it's interesting because neither one of these cards is a bad card. Not that, you know, like what's leaving or what's no longer serving you is ever a bad thing. But I love seeing like super positive cards, you know, in this position because it really is like you do have what you need. And whether it is like you needing to recognize that, it doesn't even have to be like a big change either. I don't know why it was important to say that, but we have the Three of Wands and the Four of Pentacles over here. And I love that this Three of Wands has these tools on here. Again, the whole skills thing is coming through so... or even just having the tools, right? Like having what it is that you need to get started. There's a moon there also. There's a new moon in Aquarius. Speaking of Aquarius, that's on Wednesday. So, you know, setting new intentions, calling in new energies. The Three of Wands is starting to execute a plan. So, you know, we have the Ace of Wands, which is at the bottom of the deck, but we have the Ace of Wands, which is, you know, that brand new spark, that creativity, the excitement, the thing, right? That you're like, hell yeah. The Two of Wands is, okay, you know, like it is planning for the future. What can I do with this? What do I even want to do with this? What are the possibilities? Right? The Three of Wands is like, okay, I'm going to actually start taking steps towards the thing. And it's also even too like the ships coming in. And I always understand, like, you know, when people say, you know, my ships are coming in, like something that they've been waiting for is arriving, right? It could be a message. It could be, again, materials. It could be even the energy to do the thing, since it is fire. The motivation, the spunk, the passion, whatever desire to want to do it, you know, that's coming in. And the Four of Pentacles feels like, it almost feels scared. Like, to me, I don't know, because it's just kind of like, you know, like I want to hold on to my pentacles. Obviously, of course, never blow everything that you have on, you know, one thing. Obviously, you know, just be sure that you are taking care of your needs. But also, like, the message behind the Four of Pentacles is to not allow yourself. It's like being aware of heading into scarcity mindset. You know, it's like you have the money for a certain course or something that you want to take, right? And it's something that you really want to do, right? Like it's been, you know, you've had the tab saved forever, whatever, right? But you're like, maybe I shouldn't really spend that money like on that thing. I'm not giving you financial advice. Obviously, you know, you have to follow your own thing. I'm just reading the cards, okay? I'm like, disclaimer, 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 disclaimer. Because don't come at me and be like, I, you know, like cleared out my life savings for this thing and, you know, okay, you have to use your own adult discernment. However, though, you do have the energy in the form of money to pay for this course that you have been wanting to do, right? And maybe it either opened up, maybe there's going to be a sale on it. And I'm just using this as an example. It, of course, doesn't have to be a course. I'm just throwing one example out there. And And especially too, like if part of the reason why you were saving the money in the first place was so that you could eventually do this thing, then that money has an energy signature to be spent on that thing. And you will replace any of that money in your savings. You have the capacity, you already know that you have the capacity to save money. So you literally just keep doing what you've been doing. It's just, again, there's that thin line of, and especially if it'll get you to the King of Pentacles, because this investment will pay off for you. Like you'll be able to pay yourself back and then some by leaps and bounds. Okay? I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for me allowing to read your card. Wait, what did I say? Thank you for allowing me to read your cards. Okay. It didn't sound right at first. I'll talk to you later. Bye.